Hi guys, welcome back to my first ever, welcome back? Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I wanted to create a channel for so long, so the fact that it's finally coming up to a time in my life where I can sit down and record and be like, am I like Gabby Reads now? I'm so excited. I am going to be doing my September TBR, which if you didn't know is the books that I'm hoping to get read, to read in September. I have got a few little series that I'm either starting or finishing, and then apart from that it's just rom-coms and a few literary fiction. I don't know what you call it, contemporary fiction, just not romance. So I hope you really enjoy this video. If you do, please smash the thumbs up button because it would mean so much more than I think people realise. And if you have any other ideas for videos that I could do in the next 2 months, please tell me them. I can do songs that remind me of book couples, I can do reading vlogs or tropes, specific tropes in a video, because I've read over 110 books this year already, so I feel like my knowledge of books is definitely growing from last year when I just started reading. So yeah, that's it for the introduction. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, I'm going to do the book that I'm currently reading. I think I might finish this tonight, and if I do, then this isn't even my September TBR, it's my August read books. So I might just leave it until over past midnight, so then it is still September. And that is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. This is a book about a girl who has autism, but she is extremely smart, but she can't really navigate social interaction as well as other people. Then we have Michael, who is this man who is absolutely smitten by his family. He's such a family guy and his mum is ill. So he goes out to get money by being a male escort. Yes. However, he is the sweet, not saying you can't be sweet, but he is unbelievably sweet and kind and caring and considerate and any other adjectives I want to just chuck in there. This is about how Stella wants to become very good in the bedroom department. You know, she wants to be breaking headboards. So she hires Michael to be her male escort. However, he never does more than one time showings, if you will. However, when he meets Stella and she proposes this thing of, I don't want to just have the shebang, I want you to teach me how. He is very interested, and as he gets to know her more, they grow more of a bond. And you can probably tell where it's going because guess what? It's a romance and it always ends in the same way, romance books, which is why I love them. They fall for each other. I am only on page 219 of this book, so I think that's about 2/3 of the way through. I am obviously tabbed it loads. It's probably going to be one of my most favourite comfort romance reads ever, which is a very big claim, but I'm sticking to it. It's so good. I absolutely breathe. I am absolutely obsessed with this book, and so if I finish this, which I obviously will, I then want to move on to The Bride Test by Helen Huang. This is the second one in the series. It's not really a series, but it's a companion novel where a side character in the first one is the main character in this one, and you get to see this couple in The Bride Test. So definitely read it if you want to read all three and you don't want spoilers for the other 2 books, read it in the publication order. Yes. Okay. So The Bride Test. I do not know anything about this book. I'm not going to pretend I do. I got it for £3 from The Works. I recommend checking out The Works. 100%. It is so good for cheap prices, especially if you're in England. I'm not sure about America, but in England you get such good prices. So this is about Kai Depp. Okay. And he is actually the brother of Michael, and he also has autism, I'm pretty sure. And then there is a girl called Esme, and she feels out of place. So I don't know if they're just going to seek refuge in each other. I do not know. I'm really looking forward to it though, because oh my god, I've woken up with such a sore chest, because she is such a brilliant writer. So I am really excited to see if this one is as good as this one. And yeah, these are the first 2 books that I'm hoping to get finished in the first probably week of September. I then have another 4-book series where I want to read the first 2 this month. If I can't read the first 2, I'm hoping to read the first one and then the second one in October, and that is the Twisted series by Anna Huang. So we have Twisted Love and we have Twisted Games. I've heard that these 2 are definitely the least popular out of the 4, however people still love them, and by the sounds of the backs, I think they're going to be 5-star reads. I'm really hoping this is going to be a 5-star series. If you didn't know, I rate books individually if they're in a series and then give the series as a whole a rating. For example, Shatter Me, we have Ignite Me, which is a 5-star read in my opinion. Then we have Restore Me, which is a 3-star read in my opinion. So together, the series is a 4.5. However, back to Twisted Hate and Love. Twisted Love is apparently a brother's best friend, grumpy sunshine, romance book. And I mean, when I say grumpy, apparently he is grumpy, and there is quite a bit of spice apparently. So if you are not into spice, maybe this isn't the series for you, but hey, I'm just saying it ain't a problem for me. We then have Twisted Games. This is about, oh wait, the names in this are Alex and Ava, cute. And this is about Princess Bridget and Rise Larson. Okay. I don't actually know how these books go hand in hand, like how they are a series, are they different couples? I'm pretty sure because they're different names. But this is a royal romance and it's a little bit chunkier, but it's just so excited. I read hardly any royal romances. In fact, the only other royal romances I've read is A Selection and Red, White and Royal Blue. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to reading a more, I don't know, not grown up, because I think this isn't even that grown up, but like, just broaden my horizon on the royal genre, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, this is Twisted Love and Twisted Games. Absolutely love the covers as well. I'm really sorry if you can hear like banging, like literal banging, when you're listening to this and watching this, because I have a guy, wow, oh my god, we just have a guy who's at our house and he is doing like the windows and stuff, so I didn't realise he was going to be doing my windows on the 3rd floor. I mean, if you've got a ladder, sure, but just don't fall. So this is, the next book is Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I have read The Love Hypothesis, that's right, The Love Hypothesis, oh my word, The Love Hypothesis. It's too early for this. And I gave that book a 5 stars, absolutely loved it, I loved everything about it. It was a STEM romance. This is a NASA romance and it is her 2nd ever published novel. Pretty sure. I'm really hoping that Ali Hazelwood isn't going to be a one-hit wonder. I don't think she will be, because the class, the masterpiece of her first book, cannot be a one-time thing. Love on the Brain is about Bee and Levy, and these 2 work in NASA. Again, I love smart educational romances. Like, please, I need to read them because my life will never be a smart educational romance. So, yeah. Again, the cover is so pretty. Like, the actual artwork on this cover is out of this world. Do you get it? Because it's a NASA. It just wasn't funny. But I'm really, really looking forward to reading this book. I think it's going to be absolutely brilliant, and I have wanted to pick up another Hallie. I'm regretting life. I need to pick up another Hallie. Oh my god, Ali Hazelwood. Wood. Sorry. I'm just gonna move on. It's brilliant, and I want to read it. We don't talk about that. I then have 2 little rom-com kind of things. This is Christina Lauren, Something Wilder. Again, £3 from the works. Beautiful. This is a second chance romance, which is definitely not one of my favourite tropes, but I did read The Ex-Hex, which has second chance romance, and I didn't hate it. In fact, I actually ended up rooting for the ex. So I'm hoping that this is going to be the same. I'm pretty sure it will be. I love Christina Lauren's writing. I think they are so talented, and it is the epitome of rom-coms is their books. So this is about Lily and Leo, which by the way, Lily, Leo, Alex, Ava, like when both the characters have the name beginning with the same letter, I just think it flows. Lily and Leo, like how cute is that? Kind of sounds like siblings though. We shouldn't pretend we didn't say that. I literally don't know anything about this. Apparently it is really good though, and I've seen it everywhere, so I thought, why don't I see if I agree with the hype that's circulating around this book right now. Okay? And then the second rom-com is The Start of Something by Miranda Dickinson. Fluff, get out of my face. I got this for £1.95 from a charity shop, which was Cancer Research. I would definitely check out charity shops for old second-hand books because they're brilliant and they're so cheap, and I just 100% recommend. So this is a book that I think is going to be so fun. It is about Lachlan Wallace, and he has been in a car accident, and all he has at his house is him, his dog, his rescue dog, and his cat. We then have the main character, Bethan Gwen. She is new to this town, so I'm getting the feeling this is going to be Grumpy Sunshine maybe, or Grumpy, I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like she's going to be maybe a bit lost being in this new place and a bit overwhelmed, and he's going to be a bit lost because of the emotional impact and the mental health issues that could arise and probably would arise from being in such a traumatic experience. So I do think, you know, they might find solace in each other, they might start counting on each other as like a crutch to their life, and I think if it's like that, I'm gonna be so excited. I love stories like that where they use each other to stabilise their life again and grow together. Maybe I'm just a hopeless romantic, and you know what? I'm there for it. I'm not gonna... No, I did not mean it like that. I mean, like, I wasn't gonna hate myself for it. Oof. Damn. In the month of August, which is actually currently as I'm filming this month, I have read Shadow and Bone and Siege of Storm, and if you didn't know, if you didn't follow my Instagram, which is just the same, Amy's_library, I absolutely loved the first two books. I only bought Shadow and Bone and Siege of Storm because I really wanted to read the Six of Crow duology, and everyone said to me, you have to read Shadow and Bone first, and I was like, oh, yay, no. But then I did, and I absolutely fell in love. So I'm really hoping to read the last book in the trilogy, which is Ruin and Rising. It is, what an Amy. By Leah Bardugo, and then after that, if I get to read this in the first the first 2 weeks of the month, then I will hopefully pick up Six of Crows, which is what I've had since last November, and I've wanted to read it for literally nearly a year, but I couldn't bring myself to read this series, which I feel really dumb about now because of how much I love this series. I gave the last two books a 5 stars, so I'm hoping that this one will be just the same, and I also hope Mal becomes more likeable again. I hope the Darkling... I actually hope the Darkling has a redemption arc, and if I really like Six of Crows as well, I'm definitely going to check out the other duology, which is King of Scars and Rule of Wolves. Sorry, I'm actually dying. Because I really like the character who's the forefront of that duology in the Shadow and Bone book series. So yeah, really excited to read both of these books. If you've read them before, please tell me if you preferred Shadow and Bone or Six of Crows. Boop. If I sound out of breath, I'm really sorry. I'm unhealthy, unfit, and I've just run and got myself a drink because my throat was dying. Yeah. And I'm unfit, so maybe I should let myself cool down a bit, actually. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. To be fair, it was 2 stories up and down. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Okay, I think I'm ready to continue. Brilliant. This is the 4th last book, so the penultimate what the hell was that? I'm embarrassed. No, but seriously, I am hopefully reading this month As Good as Dead, which is the 3rd instalment into the Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy. I absolutely fell in love with Pip and Ravi, and apparently there's a lot of Pip and Ravi in this book. I have also heard that it's a bit underwhelming and a bit of a flop after the first 2 books, the ending of this, so I'm really hoping that I feel different to the majority of people, because I want this to be a 5-star series as well. I gave the first book a 5 stars and the second book a 5 stars, although both had a few faults in my opinion. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I feel like I loved the fact there was so many suspects, but because there was so many suspects and it wasn't a book this thick, I felt like a lot of the loose ends weren't close together and they were just left as loose ends. And then in Good Girl Turn Bad? Good Girl Bad Blood? In Good Girl Bad Blood, I feel like there was not enough Ravi. So I'm hoping that this is going to have enough Ravi and a lot of suspects for whatever they are even trying to solve. And yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it. It's probably one of my favourite ever YA books or book series, and I just love this whole little investigation high school thing, which is why I'm really excited to read the Truly Devious series, which I actually recently ordered the first Truly Devious and the second The Vanishing Stairs, I think it is. I recently ordered them, so they are going to be in my October reads, hopefully. But yeah, I'm hoping I get around to this. I might not, because of the size of this, it kind of scares me. But hopefully I will, because I need to finish that trilogy. I need to finish a series, because I have so many series on the go right now. I need to be like, yep, done you. Yep, finished you as well. But yeah, very, very excited to finish the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy this month. I then have 3, wait, let me just go grab it for a second. There we go. I then have 3 of the last 3 books, sorry, that are the ones that are not fantasy, they're not romance, they're not murder mysteries, I don't think. So are they just contemporary fiction? Is that what you call it? I'm not really sure. But this might be a bit unpopular, so that's just... Also, 2 out of the 3 of these are going to be quite ranty, so if you want to skip ahead a little bit if I bore you, because I rant quite a lot about these 2 books that are coming up. The first one being Beautiful World, Where Are You? I am hoping to do a reading vlog of me reading this because, well, because Sally Rooney and me don't have the best track record. We don't have the best friendship, we don't have the best vibe.
I hope you understand. I'm gonna fight you.
And that is not taken away from the author. I know, I can tell by her writing and by the hype around them that she is a very, very talented author. In fact, she's probably one of the most talented authors of this current part of Bookstagram, Booktube and BookTok. However, for me and me personally, the characters are so realistic, which honestly, hats off, but I don't like it. The world in itself is so raw and emotion filled and low-key scary that when I dive into a book, it either has to be a completely new world, fantasy, a romance that actually is solved, every romance book ever, or like, yes, I can read murder mysteries and thrillers, but they're never like based off true stories, you know? So when I read Sally Rooney books, I just think that the characters are very, very unlikable, and I just can't get on board with her style of writing because, oh my god, please just use quotation marks. When I'm reading this, I'm like, is someone talking? Is this all in dialogue? I get so confused, and maybe that's just me being dumb and immature and, you know, I'm not ready to read books like Sally Rooney, and if that's the case, then I honestly, hands up, it probably is. But I just can't get on board with it. So I'm trying to get through this book because I have read Normal People and I have read Conversations with Friends. So I want to have all 3, obviously, to complete the collection. And also this cover is so beautiful that when it was on the sale, I was like, I'm going to have to pick it up. And maybe, guys, maybe this is going to be Sally Rooney's redemption arc for me. I don't think it will be, but there's no point not giving it a chance. So... this is its chance. I then have The Disreputable History of something LaRue? No, of Frankie Landau Banks. that was close, Amy. Good guess. I got some at a charity shop for £1.65, and yes, it's by E. Lockhart, okay? It is by E. Lockhart, and everyone knows E. Lockhart for their work, We Were Liars. Like, I get it, okay? We Were Liars was probably not the best book ever. It was... The characters, again, were very unlikable. I was not attached to a single one of them. I thought that the writing could be a little bit, like, hardish to read at times, and it could be seen as quite a boring story, actually. However, okay, and I'm not a biggest fan. I rated this book a 3 stars, but I actually liked it. I'm sorry, it was a 3 stars, I liked it, okay? I had read 2 massive books and things. In fact, I think it was between, like, Akamath, which, if you didn't know, is a called Mr. Fury, and, like, another really big book that I just read, like 550 pages plus. So I was like, I need a short book. I picked up We Were Liars. I read it so quickly, and I didn't fall in love, Amy. Don't be so dramatic. I didn't actually. I didn't even fall in like, but it was okay. This is annoying. Oh my days. Sorry guys. Okay. Sorry. It was okay. It was average, and I thought it was actually really fast paced. I read it so quickly. It was very short. It's a great palate cleanser, in my opinion, obviously. And I just really loved it. I think it was definitely a good enough book to be okay. And I get that it's not brilliant, and if you dislike this book, then that's absolutely fine. I mean, the writing is kind of hard, but it's like to understand and follow. However, it's like meant to be her fragmented brain, isn't it? Like after the crash and the trauma, and how it changes the mindset, her brain. I don't know how things function. And I also did not see the plot twist coming, so for that and that reason only, I'm going to give E. Lockhart another chance, because their books, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, I'm really sorry, but their books are brilliant. So why did I just say that? I swear when I'm not thinking, I just ran, and then I'm like, I didn't mean that at all. Her books are brilliant, her books are okay, and I'm hoping this one is going to make me actually think that her book is brilliant. So this is about Frankie. Obviously, she's popular, cute and funny. She has a gorgeous boyfriend, but she's also smart, and when Frankie discovers a secret that Matthew has been keeping, what will she do to get even, and how far will she go? It just sounds exciting, so I'm going to read it. And lastly, because I'm really sorry this video is getting long, I hope if you don't like rants, you skip the last 2, because I do rant a little bit. But this is The Vanishing Half by Bennett. I have had this book for a very long time, and I've just never had the right mindset, or I've never really known when is the right time to read this book. So I picked it up and I put it down after like a chapter, which is it just isn't fair for the book. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. And this is about 2 black women that were raised together as twins, and then at 16 years old, I think it is, or at the age of 16, one of them runs away and lives her life as a white woman, and then later on they reconnect, I think, and it's just about the parallel of these 2 women's lifetimes and how being a black woman and being a white woman is different, even though they grew up exactly the same. I think this is going to be so interesting. I don't know how Brit is going to make, like, how do you pretend to be white? I don't understand, and I'm so excited to find out in this book. I'm going to definitely try to get through this month, because I have tried to read it, like I said, and I just wasn't vibing with it. So I might do a reading vlog, actually, if you like the sound of this, of these 3 books, which are like my scared to read, probably least popular out of all of these books with me. Not least popular, actually, these 2 are very popular, but like the ones that I'm least looking forward to reading, because it's not normally my kind of thing. I think it'll be quite interesting to actually see my reactions to them, and it will also give me a reason to actually push through and read these books, because I probably won't otherwise. So that is it for these hello. That is it for this video. I'm really sorry if the lighting or the video quality or the sound isn't brilliant. It is my first one, and you've got to start from the bottom. You know, if you start at the top, how are you going to get a promotion? So we're starting right at the bottom. In my bedroom, sat on the floor, and you're against a shoebox right now, so aren't you guys so lucky? This is obviously my September TBR, so I am hoping to get through every single one of these books and maybe more. This month I did read 15, and I think there is 13 books here, so I might read 2, 3, 4 more books. However, I am going to my sixth form. I'm going to a new sixth form at the start of September. I'm very, very excited, and so maybe if that takes all the wind out of me, I might read a bit less, and that's okay as well. Life changes and you have to adapt to them, and reading 3 books in a month is just as amazing as reading 20 books in a month, in my opinion. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I've already said that, and I'm really, really sorry. If you loved it, liked it, thought it was average, just didn't not like it, please give it a massive like. You can turn on notifications if you want. I mean, you don't have to, it's fine. And subscribe. It would be so amazing if it would be so amazing. I'd be so privileged, so happy. And yeah, have a brilliant September. I hope you guys have a TBR. I don't know if you all make TBRs. I tend to and then don't stick to them. But I hope you have a great September, and bye.